Hey everybody, it's the Sunday before we leave for sick week. Get some shoes on here. The truck is ready. A couple of ancillary things to take care of. Mostly just packing up the trailer for that. But I did get notification that the turn signal switch was delivered today. So I'm gonna go ahead and change that out in the fare lane, as we have only a few things to button up on that, which is kind of rare that we're not doing like 12-hour days preparing for a drag and drive event. So the truck's ready to go. It's just been sitting here calmly in the attached garage, and we're gonna go work on the fare lane. You can see it's beautiful weather today. Got a few things to do. The NASCAR's all buttoned up, but we stole one of the fuel pumps for the trailer, for the fuel cell in the trailer, so we could drive this around. But yeah. So had fans going on the boat trailer to dry it out. Looks like it's dry. Go ahead and kill that. But this showed up today, and we're going to go ahead and change this out. All right. Okay, so this is what we're replacing today, the turn signal switch. I will need this because the connectors, the terminals are, you can see they're latched and they're removed from the connector so that it'll feed through the steering column. So you can kind of see how this tool puts these locks down. You can see, and then you push it out. So that's what we'll be doing. Now, what I won't show you is that we've done a bunch of testing on the wiring harness that came back from here, and there was no signal coming to the tail light. We checked the bulb first. It's the first thing you check the wire, and worked our way up from the harness up through. And then we even checked the wire that comes through the door sill, because we had the cage welded and thought maybe we accidentally welded the wire to the inside of the A-pillar, but that wasn't the case. So I'll show you how we determined that wasn't the case. So we have our meter set for 20 volts. I'll show you. So the way this works, it's on the column. This is actually the horn button. But when you have your stem of your turn signal switch in here, and you turn it up to turn the right turn signal on, it does that. You see it's working there. And if I take on the back side, I traced the wire harness, which I'll show you the wiring schematic. Ground in this orange with blue. There's nothing happening on the meter. Now, if I change this to the left turn signal, which works out back, you can see it's jumping. Now, it won't show 12 volts every time, but that's because the scan rate on this isn't fast enough. But essentially, the way this works is this car uses the same bulb for the brake lights as it does the turn signals. So in order for the turn signals to work, when you step on the brake, it has to interrupt the brake light 12 volts. And internal to this is that interruption. Well, for some reason, the interruption doesn't, or the contacts inside here for the turn signal don't work. So it's inside this. So that's when we went ahead and ordered a new one. You can kind of see here. And this is the same on, so this will work for a Mustang too, also, like 65 and I threw 9 maybe, and some of the other Fords. They're all kind of the same, and they use the same wire colors. So you can see this is probably the original one by the harness number that's on there on the sticker. So we're gonna go ahead and pull this out, and in order to do that, we're gonna have to climb down in here and disconnect the connector and then pop out each one of those individual terminals. So, and that's where this tool comes in handy. So that's what we're gonna do. So you can see, here's our connector. I'm gonna go ahead and pull that apart. See if there's maybe. Come on, baby. There we go. Oh, that's not good. There we go. So I'm gonna go ahead and, since the color connections are kind of a little sketchy there, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a paint pen and I'm going to mark which ones are the big ones and which ones are the little ones. It's going to be kind of fun, not? So let's go ahead and do that. Two, 3, try a different one. 5, 6. What's next? Let's connect her out, and same here. So this diameter is a little large, so as I'm working this around, what I'm doing is kind of pushing this around to try and find where that one pin, that little leg that's holding these terminals into the connectors, is located. There you go. So I think I might go ahead and loosen these screws here. So there you go. Now, this little trick hopefully we can get all these through there. I might have to do just a few of them at a time. I'm wondering to make these all different lengths so that they would fit through. These down these different lengths. Kind of makes sense, doesn't it? Okay, well, I'm gonna have to pull my pictures up and see which wires go where. Okay. Green. Let's see. Green with blue. And the orange with red. Orange and white. Or green, just green. Alright, that one. And that one. And see the little pokey oak, little corners that are cut off there. So these should just snap in. Okay, so it should be orange on this side. Yep. Did you hear it snap? Yeah, that was easy. The other one's going to be a little more difficult, isn't it? Alright, so the back side. Take a picture of the main header. Nothing. Yeah. Alright, so there's a orange yellow. Goes there. There. The white with blue goes here. There's that. Alright. Blue with yellow. Uh-oh. Blue with white. Solid green. Green with a white stripe. See that? I can't tell. Is that the white stripe? Let's look at this. Looks to me like the blue is here. Blue with the white stripe is here. And can't tell. Does it look like it's got a stripe on it, guys? I think it does. So let's do it that way. If not, we can always disconnect them. They're all in there. Let's do that. Just gonna connect this. And where's the little fella at? I can almost see it. If you guys can see it or not. There it goes. All right. Let's see. Left turn signal. Let's see if it works. Yep. Yep. Awesome. Drum roll, please. A little tight. All right, right turn signal. This one always worked. It's working now. Drum roll. Hey, I see flashing on the... Nice. Excellent. Excellent, excellent. I think the last thing to check would be the brakes. Well, no. It should work. Let's see. I know what I'll do. Let's, since I don't have anybody here to help, let's do this. Maybe. Is that enough to see it? Let's see both taillights. Yes. All right. So I'm going to hit record. And I'm going to go push the brake pedal. And then I'm going to go back and watch the video. Awesome. Since your pins close, looking at for solution to the left. If they're close. I almost forgot. I was going to show you this. Got everything tucked up inside there. there's also this, which, let's see, that blade screwdriver is what I need, which is actually over here. So, if you've been following along, you guys know that we're using an AOD, and they're horribly susceptible to problems with throttle valve pressure. So, we are using a gauge to monitor all the time. We look down and we know exactly what pressure throttle valve set to. The problem is this thing interferes with the turn signal, so I'm gonna double check and make sure. What is that? Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's not good. No. Should work. Voila. Probably 25 minutes. If I didn't video this thing, maybe 20 to replace it. So it works for me.